Hi students of USA, and this video is especially for these students. So identifying the social class in the United States, many attempts have been made to describe the social class structure of the United States. The first structure was proposed over 40 years ago from today, and it identifies 6 social classes. A much more recent structure as described in the next portion of the video, whose 7 classes are similar to earlier ones but reflects the current situation in the US more accurately. It is tempting to regard these social classes as being distinct, different. So next one is, but they are not. The following advice is wise. The American system of social stratifications is vague and loose, with much more blurring and overlapping of the strata. There are no sharp lines which separate classes, but rather a merging of each class with these adjacent. Still, there are some very real differences between the social classes, and no matter how they are defined. And these differences are quite useful in the explaining differences in buying behavior. The next one is social class and comparison with the income. A close look at the next video might lead to the conclusion that social class levels are merely another way of looking at income level, since the upper class would obviously have more income and the lower ones would have less. If social class were actually the same as income, there would be no need for the market planner to bother with the more difficult task of measuring the social class of each respondent in the consumer survey. The planner could simply use income level, which is much easier to measure. In the status, US social class level were much more similar to income levels in the 1940s, when the first studies of social class were done. But today, the social class is much less reflected to income level in US society. For example, many skilled trade workers and craftspeople today make as much money as many white-collar office workers. The former include truck drivers, constructions workers of the various types, and complex equipment operations, and the skilled craftspeople. This is primarily the result of the trade of many sources, and these are the US, which obtained higher and higher wages for union members over the past 50 years and more years. However, there are often very real differences between some of the spending patterns of the skilled worker market. Says almost $20,000 a year, and the college educated white collar worker making the same amount of money. This is the key issue that makes our understanding of social class so important to market planners, when what this means is that social class is a more efficient ways of the segmenting consumers markets than the income is for some kind of the products and the services. So social class and buying behavior. The Chicago Tribune conducted one of the first studies to trace the influences of the social class and on buying behavior. These findings from this study were summarized as follows by a spokesperson in the marketing research departments. So further, we have to learn about income. Income has always been the marketer's hand's index to family consumption standards, but it is far from the accurate index. For instance, the bulk of the population of the metropolitan market today will fall in the middle income ranges. This will comprise not only the traditional white collar worker but the unionized craftsmen and semi-skilled worker with their tremendous income gains the post. So income wise may have same category, but their buying behavior, their taste, their spending wages and savings and aspirations may be but almost poles apart. Social class, position and mobility stability dimensions will reflect in much greater depth each individual styles of life. So this is our class, social class and income comparison. So meet with the next video.